champán.
¿Dónde está?
Si queréis algo, tenéis que pagarlo.
¿Desde cuándo? Soy representante.
¿Y a quién representas?
A Lulu.
Me encanta Lulu.
A Emma Las Pais.
Las chicas del poder. ¿Y?
¿La reina Nur? Cariño, esto.
The original idea was that here was this kind of hippie generation that had grown up and was having children who were very straight, because someone has to be responsible. And if you've got a mother or you've got parents that are just smoking dope, drinking, and, you know, living the life they've always led, then someone has to be responsible. And that was the beginning of it. And then, because I like working at double acts, I thought she's got to have a friend, because you need someone to support that. You need someone, and so Patsy appeared. And she's just the perfect friend, because everything you do that's wrong, bad, she'll go, fabulous. That's perfect. No, you want to do that. And so that's how the original concept happened. It wasn't a bet with you. It was a bet with Dawn French, and it was on the radio. And she said, "What are you doing the next year?" And Joanna had already announced to the press that I was writing the film. So I said, "Well, I'm going to write the Ab Fab film." And she said, "Well, I bet you £100,000 you don't." And it was a one-way bet, and I took the bet because I thought, actually, that will make me write it, and it did, nearly.
I don't think you would, but I think that making a film for Fox probably means that you've got to avoid any real, legal repercussions.
It's legal repercussions nowadays, yeah.
But because Eddie and Patsy are so spectacularly in such terrible poor taste, they've got such bad judgment and are such unpleasant people, they can actually do or say anything, because it isn't us, it isn't the view of the world, it's the view of these ghastly people within it. And ghastly people in the film say ghastly things as well. But if you look at it, it's a parade of extreme and sort of high satire people, almost cartoon characters.
The worst thing about playing Eddie is how much the wig hurts, the clothes hurt, and the shoes hurt.
The worst thing about playing Patsy is that one day I won't be able to play her anymore.
Oh, why?
Because I'll be dead.
No, okay. Oh, well, yes, death. That would be the worst thing.
Okay. Christ, that's
Going dark
extreme.
Oh, dear me.
And what about the best? The
let's
best
keep it
thing?
light. Best things, drinking champagne, having fun. It is just funny. As soon as I become a Dina, to feel that ridiculous it just makes me laugh. Most days
We do
just
laugh.
have a laugh.
We just laugh. We just like laughing. We get together, we just talk, and when we're not even doing it, we just sit and laugh. We think about stuff that's funny.
We think about stuff they would have done, or stuff that's from their past, or what they might do in the future, and that always makes us laugh.
And the truth is that even when you're working on a particular episode or a film like this, we're always talking about other things they could be doing. That's the strangest thing. They seem really to have a separate and huge capacity for life.
Yeah. No, I mean, my daughters were big Game of Thrones fans, and I did try. I tried so hard. And then a dwarf started having sex with his sister, and I just couldn't stay with it anymore. I don't know. It would have taken too long. I know how much time I'd have to, the rest of my life now, to watch the whole series. I keep watching moments. I think it's absolutely beautifully done and brilliant, but I don't get the story, and I think you have to know what's happening.
I think that because the LGBT community has been so good and so generous to us, and because the whole thing about being different or being gay or transgender or anything has always been stitched into the film, into the programme right from the very beginning. It wasn't something that you did as a feel-good thing to try to make people feel better. It was simply part of normal life. And that's why the LGBT community and Pride and everything love us as much as we love them. I wonder if that just puts it into a kind of perspective in real life, because a lot of people are anxious, they don't know. We live in a world which is filled with people who are have alternative sexualities. It doesn't matter to us because that's completely normal. Maybe if you live out in far
I think it's
beyond,
rather normal
back and beyond.
to a lot of people. I mean, my kids have grown up with a totally different idea of how life is and about being gay and gay people. I mean, I think I was still growing up in an area where it was like, it's a little, and you know, it was all sort of under the breath and a bit silly. And I think nowadays, I think it's the TV, a lot of TV still doesn't represent what people experience in normal life. They seem to want to go back to a kind of 1950s idea of what a family is and how people live and what people's attitudes are, you know. And I think we've grown up.
Are you saying
I think
that
it's
Absolutely
more grown
Fabulous
up.
is real life?
I'm saying it's more grown up than what you see.
Gracias. Esto no te lo dan en British Airways.
Antes era un hombre, ¿sabes? Podríamos vivir así siempre.
No vamos a volver, no vamos a volver. ¡Frena, Eddie!